With all of the cards in Fabled released, here are some of the deck lists that I am looking to build. First up is Blurple, and this is the deck that I would pick for myself if I were to go to a major tournament tomorrow. So the one drop is just the Royal Guard. To be honest, I am contemplating taking it out, but with so many card draw in this deck, Royal Guard can get really good and gain you some value. To be honest, you don't really need your one drop when you are playing Blurple. The more important thing is the turn 2 ramp, so you have 4 Tipo and 4 Sail the Azurite Sea. Okay, and new cards include Dumbo, so Dumbo is a definite 4-off in a Blurple deck. So for those who don't know, Dumbo allows you to tap itself, use 1 ink, draw 1 card and gain 1 law, and all your other evasive characters gain the same ability. So very useful, definitely a 4-off. And Bell is a reprint, and I missed this Bell when we were playing set 5 to 8, right? So it allows you to on play shift up to 3 damage counters from one character to another. So very useful because Blurple is a challenge deck, so you tend to have a lot of damage counters on your side. By playing Bell, you get to shift them over and possibly banish one opponent character, right? Okay, and you also have Ursula. This Ursula allows you to exert chosen opposing character, and then you get to play a song with a cost that is lower or equal to or less to the exerted character's cost for free. So it can be your turn 5 ink exert like your Elsa for you to challenge, or it can be a late game Into the Unknown, right? Exert and then play Into the Unknown for free, remove a very big character, right? Okay, so very useful. And of course the biggest reprint is Hades. Allows you to ink one of your opponent's characters, send one of your opponent's characters to their ink well rather. And also we have the big Elsa, allows you to exert 2 opponent's characters, and if you cannot banish them by challenging or whatsoever, they still remain exerted, so they don't pose a threat. You can always challenge them or remove them the next turn. Okay, so very I would say this is a very consistent deck because you are not the longer the game goes on, for the more good cards you are drawing, right? Because you don't have a lot of 1 drops, 2 drops, so you are drawing very good cards almost every turn, compared to some decks which either draw an uninkable or top draw a small card that doesn't serve a lot of purpose in the late game. Next up is the deck that a lot of people are wanting to try, and that is the Goofy Singers. So of course Power Line is such a good card. For those who don't know, Power Line is a 6/4 that inks for 2, and more importantly is a Singer 9, right? So this is the first time Singers are given to Ruby decks, so everyone is very excited to try it out. So Singer 9 and Pirate's Life is very useful, and of course you have Maui Half Sharks to reuse your Pirate's Life, right? So Clarabelle is your draw, and then you have a lot of song to either discard or burn already your characters. And we have a lot of power lines and max goofs to either sing songs or recycle songs, right? So max goof allows you to play songs from your discard pile and then bot deck them after that. So you singing a lot of Pirate's Life, you are singing a lot of Sudden Chills. Under the Sea it's for the aggro decks, right? You don't have the ability to reduce strength and then use Under the Sea, but a lot of aggro decks have a lot of low strength characters, so you don't really need to reduce strength before using Under the Sea against them. So very useful, very interesting deck rather, and definitely will want to try this. Of course, this is a very initial draft, and definitely will make a lot of changes to this deck. And that leaves two colors, and that is Amber and Steel. And this is the semi-aggro build that I am looking at. It's not your traditional aggro, but it definitely has the aggro elements in it, right? So notable omissions are Tiana and Pluto, the combo that has everyone talking about it. Of course, it's very good combo, but this is something that I want to try, so I don't want to be so focused on aggro. It's a little bit of aggro plus a little bit of mid-range to endgame, so that I don't really run out of steam. So yeah, you have your Daisy and Rhino. Of course, the dilemma, which one do you play on turn 1, and of course your Mulan for the draw and discard. I want to discard the big Mickey Mouse, Giant Mouse early on, so that we can use Circle of Life to bring it back. So yep, I'm not giving up on cheating out Giant Mickeys. And of course, Strength of a Raging Fire is a very good reprint, and Beyond the Horizon, because you have Singers, it's very good. And yeah, you are not just relying on Dock for your card draw. So you also have Aerials, so and for a bit of board control. So the big aerial, for those who don't know, wherever you sing a song, you can pay 2 ink to deal 3 damage to an opposing character, right? So of course you have the lady combo with a lot of low cost characters to play, and because a lot of people will be playing action songs and the goofy deck, so we have Pete to stop them from doing it. So yep, so these are the 3 decks that I'm looking for if I want to use all 6 color combinations. And one more deck that I am looking at is blue-green, right? Emerald Sapphire. So this is Bend to My Will deck, I call it. So you want to ramp as quickly as possible, discard your opponent's hand, and if let's say they outdraw you, still you have Bend to My Will and you reach 7 ink earlier than your opponent. Yep, so singing You're Welcome, bringing your opponent's characters back to their hands, and then playing 7 ink to Bend to My Will is a very deadly combo. And then you have Max Goof to recycle your songs to play them again, and of course you have your discard packages, Chip, Basil, Ursula, Curse Merfolk. Definitely a lot less than pre-rotation, but let's see if discard still works in this format. Of course, green purple might be a better discard package, but I do like the idea of ramping faster and then getting to Bend to My Will quicker. So let's see whether this or green purple is a better discard deck. Yep, so that's it. That is the tentative lists that I am looking at to build. Of course, there are a lot of other combinations that might prove to be better or more suitable to my style, but for now, these are the colors that I'm looking to explore. Let me know what decks you are looking to build, and did I miss out on any cards that might be useful in my initial list? Do let me know in the comments. With that, thank you so much for coming to the end of this video. Sending you lots of love. I'll see you in the next one.